What's up, everybody? This is Colby Wood, and this is going to be kind of a daily vlog for me that I want to share with you so that you guys can get an idea, kind of ride shotgun with me for the day, have a peek into what it looks like to be a medical sales rep on a daily basis. So I just left my house a few minutes ago. It's about 5:45 a.m. I've got 2 surgeries this morning starting at 7 a.m. So I'm headed to a surgery center that's about 45 minutes away. So on my way there now. After that, I've got 3 facilities that I'm going to be stopping in. 2 of them, 2 facilities. It's a hospital and a surgery center that are right next to each other. And this is a location where some of the doctors who have tried and or are using my product currently, they also go to this facility. And they would like to use it at this facility, but I've got to do my work on getting it approved in these accounts. So I got to go there and do that. And then there's a 3rd facility where a guy is, he's got a number of surgeries today, and I want to show him one of the products that I've got. So I'm going to try to catch him between surgeries at this other facility to demo one of our products with him. So that's kind of the short-term or short-handed game plan for today, but that hopefully will give you an idea on what today looks like and what the day-to-day looks like of a sales rep, or at least one example of that. So anyway, I'll check back in here in a bit, yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully this is helpful and give you an idea on what day-to-day looks like for a medical sales rep. See you guys. What's up, everybody? We just finished up the first of 2 surgeries this morning. Case went well. Now that he's going back in the same room, and what that means is they've got to close the patient, wake the patient up, move the patient out of the room. Then they've got to turn it over. So they've got to re-clean and sterilize the room for the next patient to come in. And so what that means is I've got like 30 minutes now between surgeries, and I've got 2 capital items that I've got to send back to our headquarters. They essentially sent me an updated version of two items, and so I got to go to FedEx office now and send the 2 items that I've got to send back. I've got to go do that now, so I can knock that out in the next 30 minutes. Come back for surgery number 2. So hopefully that gives you an idea, kind of what it looks like throughout the day. And when you're doing surgeries, you're trying to figure out how can I maximize my time and get all the things done that I need to get done as efficiently as possible. So good opportunities to do things like this between surgeries. So anyway, I will check in with you guys later. What's up, vlog? It is now 1 o'clock here. So we did the 2 cases this morning. Between cases, ran over and dropped off some items at FedEx office that I had to ship back. Then came back for the 2nd case. 2nd case went well. Then had about a 25-minute drive down to hospital and surgery center that I stopped at. I didn't get to meet with anybody at the hospital, but I got a couple of business cards. At the surgery center, I met with the materials manager, and he was a guy actually that I worked with in the past. I didn't realize he was there. So that was good. So now I've got some items to follow up with him on getting product approval to be able to bring it in there and trial with some of the surgeons that are there. So I then just stopped and grabbed a Starbucks coffee. Here we are here. It's iced coffee, black, just so we're clear. Got to try to keep the teeth white, When I drink regular coffee, it stains my teeth pretty bad, so I gotta try to keep them white. So don't judge me for drinking out of a straw like that. And also, it's not a foo-foo drink. It's just black coffee on ice. Anyway, I am now headed to a surgery center. This is about 35 minutes away. So we spend a lot of time in the car in this job, especially if you have a big territory. If you've got a small territory, you won't have to drive that much, but I've got a large area now. So headed to a surgery center. This is a situation where a doctor is doing surgeries at this facility today. I've been in contact with him over email. He's not necessarily expecting me to be there today, but it's a facility that we do business at already. And so I've got access to the facility. So what I'm going to do is go there, essentially just be quote unquote servicing them, checking in, making sure everything's good. And then, oh, by the way, what are you doing here? Hey, let me show you this new product. And so sometimes that's just the way it has to go. If you're not able to get in to see these physicians in their office, or maybe you're struggling to get a call back, finding them in a facility, a surgery center, or a hospital, and catching them between cases is a very good way for you to be able to actually get a few minutes with them, get their undivided attention for a couple minutes. So anyway, that's the objective here. So I'm headed over there. So I will, I'll touch base with you guys after I finish up there. All right, thanks. All right, just left the surgery center and killed it. Got that business. No, I'm kidding. The doctor finished early and he wasn't even there. So I was just assuming that everybody online likes to only give you their hot takes, their best takes of, oh yeah, I just crushed it, just made millions of dollars. It's like, no, reality is, I walk into the surgery center at 1:30 and doctor's already done with his cases. So couldn't see him today. So I am back in my car now. I'm headed over to another account where I had left a sample with them last week from a meeting last week. So I'm going to go pick that up and try to connect with them and see if we can't get a procedure on the books. And then another account where I've got 2 doctors that are interested in using the product, one of our products. They go to the surgery center that's owned and operated fundamentally by a podiatrist who owns and runs the surgery center. And I've been trying to get in front of this podiatrist, even though he is not an orthopedic surgeon. He's the one that owns the facility where these 2 orthopedic surgeons go and operate. So I've got to get approval from this podiatrist, even though he's not going to be the one using the product. He owns the facility. Got to get approval from him to bring this product in for the other 2 orthopedic surgeons so they can try it. So now that's what I've got. It's 1:50 p.m. and I've got probably another 30-minute drive to the first facility to pick up that sample kit that I had left, and then probably another 20 minutes from there to the surgery center and see if I can't catch this podiatrist and talk with him and try to get his approval to bring these products in for these orthopedic surgeons to evaluate. So the fundamentals of this type of a job are, if you've got surgeries, those are going to organize your day. Like I had 2 surgeries this morning. I've got to be there to support the product, to support the surgeon. My schedule is somewhat fixed. Outside of that, I've got to figure out what is the best and optimal use of my time, because there's a lot of things that I could be doing, and it's about having some level of, talent at some level, but also experience, diagnosing needs, figuring out what opportunities are going to be biggest for you, where you're at in the sales process with opportunities, and then utilizing your time around moving each opportunity forward, right? Like, just stick to the sales process. I just got to move somebody from, I got a yes from the doctor when I did a meeting that he wants to use my product. So he wants to use it at a surgery center. How do I get the approval from the surgery center to let me bring this in for the doctor? And so the rest of your job is going to be a combination of kind of being a logistics person, where if I've got surgeries and I don't have any surgeries tomorrow, but if I had surgeries tomorrow, I'd be going to those accounts to set them up. So making sure they've got the capital equipment, anything that needs to be sterilized, and then leaving the disposable items, the sterile packed items, on the shelf there just in case, something happens, I can't make it, I'm running behind, I get in a car accident, anything like that. I want them to have the equipment on hand so that they're not reliant upon me being there on time or early to be able to do the procedure. So that's the other part of the job that you're not necessarily seeing today, because I don't need to do that today. everything else is going to be business building. So it's, you go hang out in surgery for a while, but I mean, my mind, outside of the, couple hours I was in surgery this morning, my mind is completely on how do I keep building the business? Where am I at in the sales process? Who should I be calling on? Where should I be going? What's the low-hanging fruit? What are the big opportunities that I can keep chipping away at? So, I will touch base again later today. See you guys. Yo. I'm back here. I stopped at the account and picked up the sample product that I left at that facility. So I got that. Did not get a surgery or a procedure on the books with them yet. Standard stuff. Got to keep following up. Things don't happen overnight as much as we would like them to, as much as you think that your product's better and you've got the data to back it up. Sometimes it just doesn't go that way, and it takes time. So got to keep working that one. Stop at the other facility, the surgery center, where I've got 2 doctors that want to use the product. The podiatrist that runs the facility was not in, so I left a little note for him, and then I'm going to follow up with an email over to him as well here shortly. It's just part of the job. Got to keep following up. Things don't happen as quickly as we want all the time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think you got to be sure that you have the right expectations. People get frustrated. It's easy to get frustrated and down and you feel like things aren't happening. You got to remember the number of calls on average it takes to convert a customer is between 5 and 8 calls. So 5 and 8 touch points before you get that conversion. And that's kind of like a general sales number. So I don't know exactly how that factors to medical sales. But I do know in my experience that it's going to take five touch points, 5 attempts sometimes to just get in front of the customer, to get a meeting with them. Then once you get the meeting, a lot of times you can convert pretty quickly. You can get something on the books. You can get a procedure on the books. You can get them using your product. But there's a lot of legwork done up front to actually get to that point. And as annoying and frustrating and things like that can be, you just got to stay with it. Got to stay positive, be creative on how you're addressing it, what you're doing, mixing up your calls. You can't just walk in the office, hey, I'm Colby, let's do some business. Hey, I'm Colby. Hey, I'm Colby. Hey, I'm Colby. You got to mix it up. You got to send some emails. You got to leave voicemails. Find them on LinkedIn. Reach out to them on LinkedIn. Find them on social media. Figure out a way to be creative to get in front of these customers. So, anyway, the rest of my day is going to be spent on follow-up calls and emails that I've got to get back to people. It's 3:15 about now. 3:15. So I'll probably have another hour and a half of work doing that, and that'll be the majority of the day today, I think. Anyway, I hope that gives you a flavor and a taste for what the day-to-day looks like, or at least one snippet. You riding shotgun with me, see what this day looked like for me, and hopefully it can give you an idea on what to expect in a medical sales career. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Yo. The thing you got to remember is when you work your ass off, you got to make time to have fun. Work hard, play hard, they say. I think that's true. I think that leads to a good life, a good, happy, balanced life. You get up early, you work your ass off. You got to make sure you make time for the things that you enjoy doing. Headed out to go mountain bike with a couple of buddies right now. Mountain biking in Illinois is we're not the mountain bike capital of the world, but it's actually not bad. We got a place about 15 minutes from my house that's a decent little track with, I don't know, maybe 8 miles of track out there. So single track, not bad. When I picked up mountain biking, I picked it up in Arizona. That is legit mountain biking out there. But we make do here. And so headed out there this afternoon, late afternoon, to get a ride in. I think you really need to find, I'm one guy, I enjoy lifting and working out and doing weights. I've got a gym in my basement, but I don't love running. I don't love cardio. So you got to find something that allows you to get the cardio in, because you really got to focus, long-term health. A good marker or a good measurement tool is VO2 max. I'm not an expert in that space, but I do know that the VO2 max is an important measure of your health and your body's ability to deliver oxygen. And so you've got to find a way to get your cardio in. If you're not a runner, find something to do. Play basketball, ride mountain bikes, go on an elliptical, anything like that. But you got to make time for it. So, and also when you're working your ass off, you got to make time for it. You got to have a little bit of balance. I usually err too far on the side of being a workaholic and spending too much time working, but trying to do a better job of mixing in things like this that really help me stay charged up. So anyway, that's kind of what the day looks like. Then when I come home, I'll be hanging out with the kiddo, and the wife is going to go get her nails done, and that'll be the day. And then tonight, once everybody goes to bed, then I work on the fun stuff, work on the podcast, work on the online program, things like that, and that'll round out a day. Anyway, thank you guys again for riding with me today. If you guys like these types of videos, I'll try to do them more often, and make sure that I can share with you, if you don't have a first-hand experience of what a day in the life of a medical sales rep looks like. Hopefully I can help paint a picture for you guys. My experience is not going to be the exact experience that you may have. Everybody has a different experience based on products you sell, customers you target, where you live, etc. But it'll hopefully give you guys an idea on what it looks like. So anyways, I'll holler at you. Work hard, play hard, boys and girls.